Be blessed by the divine. May the Almighty force and our Guru protect us, guide us, lead us, support us day and night at all times, in all places, and in all our duties. Good afternoon, folks. We are going to be seeing 3 to 4 days of a pullback. We are seeing a nice, fantastic recovery in the market, but this recovery will not last long. There will be a pullback, and I will show you that today, and I will explain to you why the pullback will happen. Now, remember that we are continuing to learn this wonderful system of financial astrology. Pretty much all our predictions are coming true. Today, I said I don't know what is going to happen because we have not seen a market alignment like this. Market, of course, had been a bit choppy till around 140, 130 or so. And then there was a news at around 145, 150 that China is willing to negotiate with United States. The moment that announcement came in, the market zoomed up by about 100 points or so. So it ended at about 100 points plus today. I'm talking Nifty 50. Consistently, we have been discussing only Nifty 50. Now, I had drawn the resistance level for today on 2nd of April 2025. This resistance level on 2nd of April 2025 turned out to be a support level for today. So pretty much today, the market attempted to recover from that level. The lowest today was 23,273. And then, of course, it came back to 23,300. And from there, it kind of went up and closed at a healthy 23,433. Okay, so that's a pretty smart recovery of about 100 points today. And I have not analyzed as to why the market recovered from this point, from 140, 145, 150. I'm sure there are some intraday planetary alignments that kind of made it recover quite a bit. But anyway, so that's for a different day, different time. I will analyze and I will come back to you. However, having said that, at around pretty much around the same time, around 146, in our little research WhatsApp group, we have about 40 students of mine there in the WhatsApp group and a few other known people in that. I had mentioned a trade watch. I said Sensex 776,600 next week expiry, this coming week expiry, next expiry. I said buy at 520 to 540. Again, this was only for education purposes. I'm sharing with you. And it was suggested when Sensex was at around 76,622.44 and it was minus 112 points. Okay. And I suggested this at 1:44 p.m. And again, the logic was this: tomorrow the market was going to really be a little bullish. So I expected the market to really recover from here and go up. Sensex will be the fastest move. Tomorrow is essentially a Nifty expiry. So I did not want to recommend a Nifty expiry tomorrow. So Nifty also can likely to go up. So I have also mentioned that today Sensex was taking a strong support at 76,600. And and I didn't expect, obviously, I did not expect the market to zoom within a few minutes. So it zoomed up from around 511 was the low it went. And from there, it reached a high of around uh, 816 or something like that. Okay, 816, it went up. Of course, I have been telling students don't take a trade based on my trade calls because I'm not a registered trade professional. So watch out. And I just for discussions and one for this thing, and I have mentioned that consult your trading advisor before trading. One of the followers of mine in this group also looked at and perhaps spoke to some advisor, perhaps did not, I don't know. I did not speak to them, but took a trade at 76,600 CE at around 529.90. 530 was two lots. This person took and saw that within a few minutes it was galloping. It went up to 750, but they decided to exit at 700. It actually went up to 820 or so, and they made a quick 30% profit. Yeah, around 35%, 6,700 rupees profit they made with only two lots. So 40 Sensex into 750. So that's approximately around, yeah, around 20, 21, 28,000 or so. And they put this money and 30,000 rupees, let us say they put money, not even 30,000, it's 529 into 40. So we are talking around 20,000 rupees, 21,000 rupees they put, and they made a quick 6,700 rupees profit. But then later they told me that I regret quitting so soon because market really went up significantly after that. If you look at Sensex 77, 76, 600, which was the call that I gave, it closed at 741. It went to a peak of 822 was the peak, and it closed at around 741. So pretty smart rally that we have seen here. A quick 30%, 40%, 50% profit is something that one really wonders how to get. But that's just pure luck, and I would not attribute it to my trade call. But I knew that the market was, in general, a bullish scope because of astrological events. Okay, so this is the today's planetary position. And I had mentioned that moon in Anuradha Nakshatra in Saturn's star, Saturn conjoined with three other planets. If you include Neptune, Neptune is a little far away. We don't consider Neptune, but nevertheless, Mercury is at about 3 degree, 40 degree minutes away. So we will not consider Mercury as such. We will only consider Saturn, Rahu, and Venus. So Saturn was conjoined with Rahu and Venus in the 10th house. It doesn't matter what the house here is. It was aspected by Ketu in Sun's star. Okay. So we obviously I did not expect the market to recover at around 145 or so. I will have to still do the analysis of it, but I knew the market was going to be little choppy, and I had mentioned this. Even though this planetary alignment was never seen in the Indian stock market ever before, I had mentioned yesterday in our trade market roundup uh, uh, class that this alignment is likely to be mildly bearish or at best choppy. So that's what happened. Market attempted to uh, open with a gap up. Actually, if you looked at the 9 o'clock market, 9995, the market actually went up by about 200 points. But then at around when the market opened at 9:15, it fell by 52 points, and then it recovered by around 10 o'clock up to 23,370, and then again fell down to 23,273, and lingered around that range at that 2nd April 2025 resistance level. It came and touched about 3, 4 times, and then there was this nice, beautiful recovery from there. So we knew that this was going to happen, but I did not take a trade or recommend a trade yesterday because I was not 100% sure. But tomorrow, I am reasonably sure that the market is going to see a quick rally up. Okay, so let's take tomorrow and see why am I saying that. This is going to be 17th April. 2025. Okay, this is 9:15 a.m. Moon will be in Jyesha Nakshatra, owned by Mercury, Mercury sub. And Mercury is not in conjunction with any planet. Forget about Neptune. We are not interested in Neptune. Neptune has negligible impact in the Indian stock market, so we don't care. So Mercury is a pretty good planet. So tomorrow I am expecting high volatility. Okay, so this is 17th April 2025. High volatility. That means if I look at Nifty 50 index, I would expect a plus or minus 100 point swing, okay, in a single candle tomorrow. Anywhere from 50 to 50 and all is nothing actually in Nifty nowadays, especially with market being so volatile after the Trump tariff announcement and Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde. We are kind of getting used to this kind of swing, but then obviously we don't want to see 100% plus swing, 100-point plus swing, and 100-point minus swing. 100-point in Nifty will be 300-point swing in Sensex. So I'm expecting a high volatility today simply because Moon in Mercury. I have conducted another class in which I have told you that Moon and Mercury will make the market look quite volatile. Okay, but I'm expecting the market to see some kind of a quick upswing, perhaps a gap up opening tomorrow. Uh, there are a lot of money that is waiting to be deployed as well, but around 3 p.m. tomorrow, I will be very keenly interested in watching the market because Moon will come within 3 degree, 20 degree minutes opposition to Jupiter. So if you really see here, 180 minus 320 from 2438 in Taurus will be 2118 in Scorpio. So this is going to happen tomorrow. We're going to see this tomorrow, and this is going to be fun for us to look at. What is really going to happen at this time? Traditionally, we have seen that when Jupiter opposes Moon, the market zooms up. Okay, there is going to be a bull run, but will it sustain itself? I don't know. Will it come at 3 p.m. tomorrow? I don't know. But definitely tomorrow, I am anticipating a gap up opening or a smart run up tomorrow. I'm expecting that for sure, but with high volatility. Remember, the volatility is something that we are definitely anticipating tomorrow. So this is the prediction for 17th April 2025. Okay, right. Now let's go to the next week so that you can decide how you can take a trade. 18th, there is no market at all. So we are not going to see a market on Friday. 18th is closed. Saturday, Sunday closed. So the next opportunity is 21st. Now, if you see the 21st of April 2025 at 9:15 a.m., something very interesting is going to take place in the market. Moon will be in Uttarashada Nakshatra, which is a Sun Nakshatra. Okay. And it will be bang opposite Mars. And whenever this alignment has come, market will rally up once again. This is on 21st April 2025. So this alignment about 80% of the time in the past has given us a bull rally up. Perhaps a gap up opening is possible. Now, I won't be too very excited about this bull run on the day, this simply because wait for up to 11 o'clock. Let's go to around 11 o'clock. When I go to say around 12 o'clock, in fact, will it come to 12 o'clock? Not really, but little further away. Now you can see that Moon is at 9:53 and Mars is at 7:10 degree. So up to 10:23. So maybe around 1 o'clock. Okay, let's just take 1 o'clock. There you go. So Moon is still in grip of Mars, but Moon would have transited into Shravana Nakshatra. So the Moon will begin to lose around 1 to 2 p.m. on Monday. I can spend a few more minutes try to find out. Most likely around 1:30 p.m. or so. We will expect around 1:30 p.m. is what we will expect Monday, 21st of April 2025. Moon loses the beneficial strength of, I will say, aspect strength of Mars. And hence, I expect the market to start a fall. Okay, so this fall can be expected between 1 and 2 p.m. on Monday. All right, 21st of April 2025. Now, where will the fall happen? Let's look at that also so that you understand the actual alignment on. Now, we will take the technical indicators to understand this. Okay. All right. So we have seen on 12th of April a gap up opening on the 13th of April, or 12th of April actually, 15th of April, right? On 15th of April, we have seen a gap up opening. So we will write this down. 15th of April is important. On 11th of April, the market closed around 22,900 levels. Now this gap needs to be filled up. There was a gap between here and here, and that got filled up here. Now, what about this gap? There has been no previous gap, and that gap has to be filled back once again. And where will it fall? Now, technically, if you, many of you are experts in this, so you can know this much better than I do. But then, if you look at the 23,800 level, now the market today closed at 23,437.20, about 100 point up. So people will be thinking, wow, it's going to really zoom up. We're going to see 26,500, 27,000, 30,000, 35,000. Hey, hold on a second. Hold on to your imagination horses at this point of time. There are several resistance to cross. We are seeing a double top pattern here. So as you can see here, there is a double top here. This is a top. This is a top. There is a double top pattern that we are seeing here. Now, this happened sometime on 5th of February 2025, and the second one happened on the 25th of March 2025. Okay. And this is going to be one strong resistance for Nifty. So, in my opinion, in my understanding, I'm combining astrology with the technical analysis for you. I know that the market is going to correct. Okay, it is going to fall down a bit. Now, which are the points that I will be keenly watching? I will look at 23,800, which is a 400 point up from today, around 350, 400 point up from today, 23,437 today. So I will say 23,800, give or take 50 points. Okay, about 23,750 to 23,850, I will be keenly observing the market. If on Monday the market is going to reach somewhere 23,800, 23,850, then I will be super excited. I will wait for around 1:30, 2 o'clock. If the market falls, the chances are it will fall back all the way down to 22,900 and take support from there, because that has been a strong support zone. There has been a strong fall on 4th of April 2025. Okay, from exactly the same level. The lowest point on the day was 22,857. Market closed at 22,904 on 4th of April. And there has been a gap down opening. You know that day, 7th of April, when Venus, Moon was in Ashlesha Nakshatra, Mercury was retrograde, conjoined with Rahu, Saturn, Venus. We certainly expected a fall on the day, and it happened to be a massive 3.24% fall. Actually, went down and touched 21,743, which is a huge buying support that we saw on June 4th. So again, the market respected these levels very, very well. It came back, recovered. Next day also it recovered as Moon was in Ketu Nakshatra and Mercury turned direct. And then the next day when Moon was in Venus Nakshatra, Purva Phalguni Nakshatra, we expected the market to correct a little bit and fall. And that's exactly what happened. 136 point fall happened, 0.61%. And then it zoomed back again. 2 days, and then this gap up opening has to be filled back in. Most likely it may fill up, it may not fill up, but if it falls from 23,800, which is a double top, chances are it will come down and touch 22,900, and then or somewhere in between, and then it'll gallop once again from there, because we do not see that whatever that is going to happen astrologically is not going to be a major problem beyond next week. I will show you that. Okay. So this is a Monday trading input. Now on Tuesday. On Tuesday, Moon will be in Moon's own nakshatra, Shravana nakshatra. Again, not a very good sign. Traditionally, and Moon is not supported by Mars. So this is not going to be a great day. But after about an hour and a half or two, Moon will shift into Mrigashira nakshatra. That's a dicey nakshatra. Sorry, Dhanishta nakshatra. Dhanishta nakshatra is a dicey nakshatra in the sense, last month when Moon came into Mrigashira Nakshatra, the market fell by around 1.6%. But traditionally, over the last about 2, 3 years or so, whenever Moon came into Dhanishta Nakshatra, with no other planet being conjoined or aspecting it, market had rallied up. So I am not too very confident that we are going to see a strong bullish day on that day, but possibility that there may be a small recovery after about 2 hours of gap down opening that can happen on Tuesday. All right, that's my uh, perception of what's going to happen on Tuesday. So I'm not too very confident that we're going to see a bull run on that day. Okay, maybe there will be a slight recovery on the day. But on Wednesday, Moon in Dhanishta Nakshatra. Okay, but again, this will be there only for about 3 to 4 hours or so, right? If there is a recovery, it will not last for long. It is going to be only for a short period of time. And on 24th of April 2025, Thursday, Moon will shift and open the day with Moon in Rahu star. Pretty bad. Okay, but that will be there only for about a couple of hours or so. After that, it will move into Jupiter star. I am expecting after a gap down, a minor pullback, and should be able to close with flat or slightly positive tendency. That can happen. Moon in Jupiter star is good. But what about 25th of April? Now take a look at this. Look at the number of planets that are conjoined in Pisces. Rahu at 1 degree, 20 degree minutes or so. Saturn at 307. Venus in 310, Moon in 338. Dabba 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 dadal dudum dash will happen on the day for sure. We are going to see a nice, beautiful fall on that day. I am not very confident that that day is going to give you any sign of a recovery period. So this will be the last day for us before the market attempts to pull back. I will bring the commentary and my prediction for 28th of April onwards. A little later next week, perhaps next Thursday, we will do it. I will do it one day before the end of the week so that you can plan your trade for the next 1 week. Okay. So I am expecting minimum 3 days of a bear grip next week. That's my prediction for next week. And I hope this is highly beneficial and useful for you. I hope this gives you a quick insight into how you can plan your trade going forward. However, this is not a recommendation for any kind of buying or selling and things like that. You trade at your own risk. I am not going to be giving you any recommendation on buy or sale, but this is definitely for educational purposes only. And I am not a registered trade advisor, so don't take a trade based on what I'm showing you here. It's entirely at your risk. Ramamurthy sir, please unmute yourself. Yes, tell me, sir, what can I do for you?
Namaste, sir. How are you?
Namaste, sir. Good, sir. How are you?
We are also fine, sir. With your anugram, the market is zooming up.
I am not doing anything, sir. Planets are doing whatever it is doing.
You
uh,
are guiding us accordingly, no?
I've done some research, so I'm bringing some educational information for you to see how you can take it. So tell me, sir, what can I do for
Yes,
you?
sir. I saw the because of the conjunction that it's going to fall, no, continuously 3 days.
Conjunction is going to happen only on Friday.
Is it? No, but then the Venus, Rahu, and Saturn that happens earlier, no?
But that is already happening now, but that's not getting
No,
activated by
with the
moon.
moon, sir. With the moon.
Moon conjunction, that's what I just showed you, no, sir. Moon
Yeah, yeah.
conjunction with moon, with Saturn, Venus, Rahu will happen only on Friday.
Okay.
It is not going to happen on any other day
Any
next
other
week.
day. Okay. Okay.
Okay, Monday, I am definitely expecting the market to open gap up. I'm expecting it to be a nice continued bull run. It's probably
Okay.
going to be a pretty good day on Monday.
Okay. Upward. Monday.
Upward. I'm expecting it to be a upward Monday, but that'll be the last day I would expect a gap up or a bull run. The next 4 days, at least 3 out of the 4 days, I am definitely expecting a pullback,
Okay, sir.
because the
Okay.
23,800 level appears to be a good uh, resistance point. And also I have told you that the market will be under the grip of some bad planetary influence for about 3 to 4 days of next week.
Okay, sir. Already there are a lot of gaps also to be filled in the lower
That's
sides.
what, only one gap. This gap was a gap that got, see, this gap
Yeah,
was
that
a
gap is old.
lower
Yeah,
gap. This gap got filled up here,
filled up. Yeah, this
filled up
one is
there.
there.
So there's nothing to be filled up there. So the only problem is this gap right here.
Huge
So
gap.
this is a massive gap, and that's what I'm
Massive
expecting. I'm
gap.
expecting the market to go up to 23,800 and then come back and fill this gap up before a recovery from here.
Okay.
Okay, and this
That's
is most likely going to happen in this week, next week. The
next week.
coming week, I'm expecting the market to come back and touch 22,900, 23,000 level, and then again a rally will start.
Okay.
Okay, but overall, the market is looking bullish. There is no doubt about it. Okay, as you can see, this market is going to see some good recovery. Good bull run is going to start, and we are going to be enjoying this for a short period of time.
Short period of time. What about the long term, sir?
There's nothing
Take
called
it
as long
three, four
term in
months,
the
three,
stock
4 months,
market.
3, 4 months frame. I agree with you. Nothing is called long term.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing called as long term in the Indian stock market or in any stock market this year for sure. Next year also. So I expect the market to be ranging between 22,000 and 26,000 this year. Um,
Yeah. Mhm.
Maybe it'll go to 27, 28. I don't know. I don't have a specific prediction on the levels of numbers. So maybe your technical analysis can give you. But I do know that this up and down things will keep happening. I in the next about 60 days or so, I am expecting the market to be overall positive
Overall
until
positive. So there
yeah
will be some
until
gains and some losses, and then overall they'll end at a happy
until
position.
until Mercury is in superior conjunction with Sun.
Okay.
I will come
With
to
sun.
you when that, yeah,
Yeah.
when on that day the market will fall.
Will fall.
Okay,
Okay.
will fall. The fall will be there for about 2 to 3 weeks or so, 2 weeks or so, and then Mercury will go retrograde.
So that is about 80 to 85 days from here.
60, 70 days
60,
from now, I
70
think
days.
July. We are talking April
July.
end now. So May,
Yeah.
June, July beginning is in 60, 70 days, 70, 80 days from now. We're expecting the Mercury to go retrograde. About
Retrograde.
15 days before that, the market will fall. When Mercury goes retrograde, market will again recover. Then
Rebound.
after that, a few days, it'll be fall. And then a further rally will start.
Okay. I get it, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Uh,
Kamlesh? Yes, Kamlesh, you can speak.
Sir, predictions what we are having is for Indian market or also is it for US market? Like if
Only
we.
the Indian market is as a commentary. I'm bringing only Indian market because I have done
Mhm.
tremendous amount of research on the Indian market. US
Mhm.
market currently is going to recover. It's just because
Mhm.
Venus is turned is direct, but whenever Moon comes in conjunction with it or Moon in Venus star, etc., the conjunction will be there only for the next about 2 weeks or so. After that,
Mhm.
Venus will come out of the grip of Saturn. Saturn is a very slow-moving planet. Venus is a very fast-moving planet. Every 225 days, it completes one circle. So it's come
Mhm.
up very, very fast. Okay, it'll move away from the conjunction of Saturn and Rahu. In fact, Rahu and Saturn are also drifting away from each other. They are about 1.5 degrees away already today. Okay, and another 1 more week, 10 more days, it'll go away from each other. So all these tariff problems, everything will come to a resolution very soon. All these problems will resolve. But the point is, this has changed the world order.
Oh.
Okay, no more. We are living in the same world that we were used to till last month. When Rahu transits into Dhanishta Nakshatra, there will be a worldwide recession that will happen next year around August 2020,
Or thank you, sir.
2026, not 2025. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Mahesh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Namaskaram.
Namaste, sir.
Sir, this is wonderful, sir. Actually, I have been observing this, just not trading much on this. I'm using more of technical with MACD, but things are actually correlating with our financial astrology very well. And the best thing is we are
100%.
taking up only Nifty, sir. Because if we
That's
go
right.
on adding all the other things also,
Mhm.
that will be a very confusing thing.
That's right.
And
That's
thing,
correct.
sir, the sun also have moved the Rashi in 2 days.
No, that's okay. Sun doesn't have much of a control over Indian stock market.
Okay. So
Not in my
that is
research. I have not
so
found
that
any correlation in my research.
okay. And we are taking, sir, sign lot and uh, um, house lot. Sub
We
lot we
are
are not using, sir.
No, we don't take the sublot for market analysis because sublot will
Okay.
keep changing very fast. No,
Yeah, it's moving very fast actually.
every 2 hours it will change for moon.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much,
Okay,
sir.
something must have happened in the sky between 1:30 and 2 o'clock today. I will come back to you what really works and why it has shifted. Because otherwise, sudden rally cannot happen. 100-point rally from minus some 20, 30 point, 40 points, it cannot come back by about 120, 130-point rally happened within the span of some 10 minutes. So that must have been a planetary alignment change in the sky. So I have marked it. I kept it. When I have some time, I will analyze and I'll come back to you. A
Actually,
nice
sir,
point to
I,
research.
I had a marking of this 23,330. It
Hmm.
was having lot of resistance there, but when market tried to move and it moved positively after the 334, the next marking what I had was 23,440. So it
Hmm.
tried to reach there, it showed a resistance there.
Yeah, those are all small resistance.
Yes, a
Those are
small
not very
resistance,
big
not
resistance.
very
There are
big one.
many such small resistance because the market is zooming up so much. So the small
Yes,
resistance don't really matter. The biggest resistance is 23,800, 23,900 levels. Let's see if that crosses. And that is when we will say the market has finally started recovering.
start
Until
moving up,
then,
recovery.
it is stuck. It is stuck
Yes,
between the 22,000, 20, I will say around 23,100, 200 to around 23,800. So 700, 600 point range that it is stuck at this point of time. It needs to beat 23,800 before we can confidently say that we are seeing a bull run in the market.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mahesh sir. All right, folks, thank you so much for coming and attending this wonderful session. I hope you enjoyed the day today and continue to have a wonderful time. Continue to be there. I don't give individual stock recommendations. That's up to you to learn from me. We do have a live class starting on Monday, 21st of April 2025, and we have been sharing the link for you to join the class. Feel free to join the class. Richie, I will give you logic as to how to look at the stock-wise recommendation a little later in the class. I will teach you how to do that, but that is for you to research and figure it out. I do not give individual analysis. I'm just taking Nifty consistently for so many days now in the market roundup, just so that you understand how to do for one index. Okay, you can do it for individual stocks a little later based on similar algorithm that you can work out yourself. There are so many stocks. There are hundreds and thousands of stocks that are there. So therefore, it's not something that we can, what I can personally track and give it to you astrologically. Each of you should take up one or two stocks or three stocks and then do your own analysis and then share your observation. Each one of you, I believe, are capable of doing research. Okay, Vishwanathan sir, I have already shared this screener for day trading in our, uh, I think, September 2024 financial astrology group. We have You are part of that group, I know for sure. So you can take it up from there and you can use that for it. If you change the hourly number to a daily number, it will give you a swing trading opportunity. If you shift the number from a daily chart to a weekly chart, it will give you positional trading. So all the very best. Good luck to you. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon in the next class on Monday Market Roundup. Till then, may the Almighty Force and our Guru always be there with you. Good luck. Be blessed by the divine. All Havala.